Hello, friends. Welcome back. We're going to get into chapter 3.
Finding a friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I just finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what'd you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, nothing interesting. Hello? Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering, folks. I'll be right there. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We just sort of ran around a bit.
Brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You were to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstance are you to leave. What? If I'm not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But, nothing. You're to stay here, understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Well, that was strange. I think we followed Gran.
Luca was desperate to check in with Rollo. Until Gran returned, he was trapped.
Was he, though? Okay, anything going on out here? No, nothing. Gran didn't leave any clues. Yeah, I don't really want to eat food now. The water is still watery. I feel like it's going to turn green.
A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
Is that coming from upstairs? Grandma runs a number station? Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Rollo, is that you? Over. Strange. That was strange.
Luca glanced at the now silent walkie-talkie. He wasn't sure what to think.
I don't know, do we really want to answer that? Oh, hey Roxy. If this is about me accidentally kicking you yesterday, is Rollo here? No. Look at me, Luca, this is serious. Is Rollo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rollo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late and we went home. Weepwood, if he's alive, I'm going to kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that he
His mouth
said?
felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Oh, man. Rollo. Where are you? Yeah, we're gonna boogie. So what does this lead to?
The road leading to Beacon Pines was long and a sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
Okay. That doesn't actually go anywhere. Hey, Bert, have you seen Rollo? Nope. Though I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up for lots of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. I'll wait right here till he gets back. Howdy, Luca. Hey again, Pete. I'm not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby. Could have fooled me. Well, hey, it's no problem. The thing is, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm getting that. We're all part of something special, Luca. And it all starts right here in Beacon Pines. I got
Dorothy
it.
looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So how about you start by telling me, look, no offense, but I got my own stuff to take care of. Oh, you joker. We're all part of this together. You let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. Will I? We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes? If Roxy said she'll be here, then she'll be here. I don't see why I'm standing around and doing nothing and waiting for Roxy when I could be standing around doing nothing and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi, Roxy needs our help. Yeah, well, good intentions don't qualify as legal tender. Oh, my parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Rolo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weepwood. Our shift doesn't end for another couple of hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great. I guess. Right. Fitz and I will check Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. Okay, and I was going to come check the library. No, I also didn't go down here. Earlier. Hey, Yison, History Museum. It's laughable, really. Did you happen to see Rolo in there? No, just a shadow of a family clinging onto a town, clinging onto the past. Okay. Feel free to check yourself, but don't expect to have your mind blown. This would have been useful to check earlier. Sharper Valentine, a celebration of excellence.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here, in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Remembrance Fund.
Well, that was a thing. That was unhelpful. Hey Griffin, has Rolo been by? Haven't seen him all day. I'm sure he'll show up safe and sound. And when he does, tell him there's a strawberry chocolate double scoop waiting for him on the house. He'll like that. There's a giant, was it? Oh. Giant watermelon somebody's growing. Alright, let's go up and head towards the library. Oh, I don't want to run into any of the concerned citizens, as they may rat on me. Okay, we said we checked the library.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey,
Kato
Kato.
was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title. Introduction to Melitology.
Oh, hey, Luca, you snuck up on me. Good book? Dono
He
just
gestured
started
to the
it.
shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet, so now it's on to the wonderful world of bees. Turns out bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bees species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are two queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy? Fight. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Roll around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. Too soon. Okay. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rollo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when the new issue drops. Rollo's the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, you tell him to meet me, you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh, roger that, Space Cadet.
Mycological phosphorescence.
More like my complete loss of interest.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read: Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Boring. This might come into use later is what I'm thinking.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
What's in the back room here?
Oh, the cobs I've eaten, a salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Yuck.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
Oh, we got a succulent.
A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu, one of the greatest acting minds of our time, by Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Oops.
There were rarely any actual new additions, simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone. Okay. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh yeah, Mr. Duncreed works at weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Luca Van Horn. You new here? Yep, not by choice.
Moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connection. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
Look at my friend Rollo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing? I guess so. Like missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. So I should probably get going. Hey, wait up.
Beck
What?
pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his route alone. But I always do the opposite. Well, that's kind of like me and Rollo. I guess Rollo's my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. Name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. Joey, have you seen Rollo around? No, sorry, Luca. I had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. Can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rollo. No, the beetles. Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm no beetologist. Just keep an eye out for him, would you? Of course.
Luca peeked up at the beehive. It appeared to be deserted.
That's strange. Dang, they boarded up the way in. Hey, look, it looks like a path goes this way. I can jump.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of
Frost. Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I would expect from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. What does science suggest? Poke it with a stick.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the? Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay, so the science tells us this gunk is weird as hell. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Hey Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yep. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Ah, don't say things like that, it hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yep. She looks fine to me. Why, hello, I don't think we've been properly introduced. Iggy's the name, this is my compatriot, Tish. Yep. You probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dud? Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true they got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only going to say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Well, look who's growing a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked, then his mom couldn't take it anymore and bounced.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought,
well, time to bust out the strange.
well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, look, looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yep. Stop being a weirdo. Hello, are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense, wackadoos traveling packs, eh?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Pushes him into the puddle.
In glowing ooze.
You jerk, my clothes are ruined.
Iggy's
I'm gonna...
voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
Struggle. I don't feel so good. Help. I'm sorry, I just... Oh, crud. Yep. Just mutated a kid. That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
In a warehouse. The strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rollo. You took the words out of my mouth. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Is that it? We can't do anything else out here. Whoa there, little buddies, you startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We were just helping look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know. I'm starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Wow, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home, I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting a little worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about the work
Beck
anyway.
glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay.
Rollo was safe. A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rollo. Gran, Roxy came over. She's worried about him, so I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. Turns out Rollo's safe and sound. Where's she in the parents' bedroom?
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
Grant's not back yet? I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep now, I guess.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice, but I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go." Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run." The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. That's the thing about fishing, Luca. His chest began to crystallize. You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna... A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. "Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?" The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
That is dark.
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo.
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Rollo, is that you? Luca. There? Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down
Rollo's
here?
voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? It was... Took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in... For now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr, no. Trust. He's... Hold on, someone's coming.
Went silent.
Rollo,
Luca
where are
held
you?
Still, waiting for a response. His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse.
Rollo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to... The treehouse. The treehouse.
With that, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? Well, what's at the treehouse? The antenna. He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a
grabbed the
genius.
walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Which way was that? Not that way.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being...
So we all understand our roles? You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. You just keep your wits about
Mr.
you.
Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right, you can count on me. But I just wish we could have made that deal with Eris Valentine. Her resources would still have come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How's Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Man, why are you meeting Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luca. Gah, Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and Grant enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left, so I used the greater tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Grant been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. Call from here in Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of a scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stay out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca. Which way was it to the treehouse now? I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough just to rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good.
The two boys shared a mischievous grin.
I can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Let's have the I gotta go see what they did now. Beacon Pines. Perennial Harvest. Better head up to the treehouse. Oh, right, it's up here. Already forgetting. Trying to get a signal. Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were alright. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? Who's there?
Could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here, so you better come out right now.
To hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons. How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize
Luca
myself
stared at the
anymore.
ground for a moment,
No.
trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am.
Luca
Iggy,
reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
don't touch me. This is all your
Luca
fault.
slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I wish you hadn't bullied me. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you're going to be my savior. Perfect little Luca saves the day. With his positive attitude and power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all the way through Weepwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Luca! Rollo? It's not safe, Luca. Rollo, where are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards. What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have any time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a sec. Of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They're saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run.
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave all of us a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm so sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though. We're here to help. Help? Then why are you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay. That was back at his place, that he was back at his place resting. This poor fellow just got a little lost. That's a lie. That's a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wagadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is going to give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you tell Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I'm the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? Iggy wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Luca drew himself up and decided to take on the only option they had left. I think he's gonna use the poop card. Fight. Oh, he's gonna fight. Okay, we only have one option. Really? I think the poop card's probably the best one.
Luca drew
Fine.
himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. He swung the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr.
Luca
Kerr.
summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Hey, that was uncalled for, more than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary with a plunger. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that's come to
Turned
this.
his back on the two boys. With
And
a
this.
nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end. That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
Okay, so we really only had one option. So I think back at Acting Strange and Tickle, we're going to have to go back here. Time to bust out the tickles.
Well,
So instead of pushing them to
time
liquid.
to bust out the tickles.
Hey Tish, want to see something cool? Yep. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the Tish? Is she tickling you? Yep. Hey, yep. Hey, yep.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Yep, yep,
Beck
yep.
redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening
Iggy's
us.
eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. See you around, new kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Uh-oh. No. Whoa. What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your
Beck shook
hair.
the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? Depends on what your feelings are about having more mature, refined look. Oh god.
Chapter 4.
Alright, that is a perfect place for us to take a break. Oh my gosh, it's heating up. I am enjoying the idea of that when you rewrite things, it doesn't like make you redo a whole pile of stuff. It just does this subtle sort of shift. But at the same time, by going through the other narrative, you reveal a greater part of the story that you might not play into this next segment, but it's now the backstory that you can't help but know as the person playing the game. So it's an interesting idea of how to tell a bigger story without having all of it necessarily impact the character. Anyway, I'm excited to see where it goes. We'll see you all next time. Till then, bye-bye.